Sway in the morning, Shade 4-5. It's important we protect the treasures of the culture. It's important. This is a very indecisive culture we live in, Tracy G.
That's right.
At some point, they let you know what counts. Lyrics, skill sets, MCs, DJs, B-boys, B-girls, expression, fashion, innovation. That's what we started off as. You know, someone who could take a style and innovate it and make it their own. Say things you never heard said before. When you listen to their similes and their metaphors and you hear all of these things, the way they put together their conjunctions and their predicates, verbs and the etiquettes.
You in your bag right now.
Because I'm happy this man is here today. I've been following him. He may not even realize it, but I played a significant role in MTV2 picking up Fight Club back in the early 2000s. And that's when this man was stumping all over the pavement, being Kong. That's when he was coming through the Congo and letting people know that he's thumping his chest and here to stay. I've seen some great battles with this dude. If I'm not mistaken, you won the most battles. Is that true?
Absolutely. At Fight Club?
At Fight Club. He got the record for the most battles ever won, Coney Island.
That's
New York stand up.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's over a decade ago, and he been spitting bars ever since. Mixtapes, albums, EPs. He been killing them ever since. He's been going viral for slapping people. Look at Heather. Look at Heather.
I don't want no smoke with Heather. They made me out to be I was listening, coming up here.
Right. Heather said
I did not push anybody at that Rock Nation party.
Sway started a rumor.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how I just walked through. I'm 6'4", 300 pounds. People just make a way.
Right.
I didn't push nobody. Maybe
Sway
Max
said you
did.
pushed somebody.
Nah, not at all.
The Barbara Walters.
We're going to talk about it. Hey, man, he here to celebrate this project put together by him and Scram Jones. It's called Rise of the Silverback, and it's out now. Please welcome a man who personifies the very art of MCing. Give it up for the one and only Nems is here.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Come on, Nems.
That's the
Clap
intro.
him up. Clap him up. You know how hard it is to make it out of Coney Island?
That's a fact.
The Warriors couldn't even escape.
The what?
The Warriors.
They don't know that, Neil.
Yeah.
They don't know that,
Yeah.
man. Come on, man. Stop playing. You go see that movie, The Warriors. Actually, see where they was trying to escape to. They was trying to get to Coney Island.
That's right.
Nems, what the hell is going on Coney Island, bro? How did they make you? Like,
Yo, I don't listen. Coney Island is super popping for the summer months, but after September, it's like a wasteland.
what is it to do though? Like, is it clubs?
Nothing. Get the fuck out of there. That's what to do.
I gotta be park gatherings. Nothing.
Nah, man. Nah, I mean, you go to the FYL store. That's where you go. We just opened up a store.
I saw you promoting that on your Instagram yesterday,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
That's the FYO.
Yeah, nah, I opened up a store on my block on 16th Street and Mermaid Avenue, the FYL store.
It's a big deal.
That's
Yeah,
how
yeah,
culture
yeah.
starts, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because you're gonna be doing open mics and stuff like that at the store.
We're gonna do everything there. So it started with when the Bing Bong stuff and all of that went viral. I started seeing like tourists coming to my block, like, and there was people from France, Holland, Australia, Japan, and I would be like, yo, these people are coming to the middle of the hood? Like, This is crazy. So let me capitalize off of this. Let me open up this store.
So they would come in asking for Nems or just looking for places you named in raps.
They were the rap stuff. They were coming to see the block where all that Bing Bong, Joe Byron stuff happened. Where the
Side
Don't
Talk.
Ever Disrespect Me videos I do. They just want to see like authentic part of the culture, so they come to the block. And for years I was selling my merch, like meeting up with people on my block anyway. So it was just like a storefront opened up. The owner of the building already knew who I was and was like, yo, you got it if you want it, and gave me a good price, and we opened up shop on the block.
I love it, man. See, this is hip hop though. Like, we met him as an MC, now we know him as a business owner as well as an MC, and then you're a vanguard in Coney Island. You're a leader.
Absolutely.
Because now it's a lot of kids coming up believing they can do what they dream about doing because they see you doing it, right?
There was never anybody that came on. Look, Brooklyn's finest, Hove and Big, like they didn't even shout out Coney Island, and that's a big part of Brooklyn. Anybody from Brooklyn knows Coney Island is a big part. It's at the bottom of Brooklyn, but like I took offense to that. You know, we never had no rappers coming out of Coney Island, so. That's why when I was in the Fight Club or wherever I go, as soon as I walk in the building, yo, Coney Island in this motherfucker. Like, let motherfuckers know where we at with it. Because I never had nobody to look up to like, yo, this guy made it. Let me get next to him and maybe he could lead me in the right direction. Nobody was that, so I wanted to be that.
You mentioned Stephon Marbury, though.
The Marbury family, his brothers as well, they all went to Abraham Lincoln. And I know that because Kenny Parker, KRS-One's brother, went to Abraham Lincoln High School. So Kenny would speak about having to travel from where he lived in Bed-Stuy to go all the way out to Coney Island just to go to high school to hoop. Wow. So it was crazy, like, that he knew the history. So shout out to Abraham Lincoln, the Rail Splitters.
Yeah, there's a big, we got Sebastian Telfair. We got Stephon Marbury, Lance Stevenson.
Lance Stevenson.
Yeah. They all from Coney Island. We got a long lineage of basketball players, no rappers.
You it?
Yeah,
you
I'm
the
him.
first?
I'm him.
We got him. Nems here.
I'm him.
Yes.
What's that?
Shout out to Torey too, right?
Torey from Coney Island.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a
Torey
fact.
from Coney Island?
Yeah.
Torey
is
on
my
this
brother.
album?
No, Torey
But
is.
y'all worked together
Yeah,
before,
Torey's on a couple of my past
Yeah.
projects. Torey is always A1. Torey is a Coney Island legend. I mess with Torey A1. But we always been, we the generation that was coming up. Before us, there was nothing.
Yeah, there wasn't. So when you do like the viral, how did the viral moments you feel like helped your career? Like the, Don't Ever Disrespect Me became so huge.
Well, it started with the Bing Bong stuff, and that. I mean, you can't get
Bing
more.
Bong, what is that something, is that a Coney Island thing? Or?
Nah, but I tell you what, everybody thinks it has something to do with the train. It has absolutely nothing to do with the train. Like, I haven't rode the train in like 10 years.
Is that a stunt right there?
Nems
got driver train here.
Nems
stunting on this.
But it started from me showing my merch. Every Saturday I would drop new merch. So I would just put all the merch out on throughout my living room and be like, it started because it's hip hop. So, the RZA, bang, bang, bang. So I would just be like, yo, check this new shit, bang, bang, bang. And then one day I was just playing around. I was like, bing bong, check this, bing bong. People started laughing. And then we started saying it in Coney Island. I was like, yo, we got something here. And then when I did the Side Talk episode, I said it, and then it just took off from there.
Bing bong.
Yes.
You could get rich by saying bing bong.
Yeah.
Kalani, let that be a lesson, nephew. Just say something, and you could get rich. So.
What was also really smart, going back to how you capitalized, you did it so well, Nems, is that 2021, you also put out the record.
Absolutely.
Bing Bong. Can you talk about, because you have been active in this culture for so long, was it crazy to you that 2 words in ad-lib, that would be what goes viral and then takes your career to another level?
Absolutely. I always knew throughout my whole life, like, I know this is what I want to do with life. Like, I wasn't willing to give it up for nothing. So I knew there was going to be some point that was going to get me to the next level. I didn't know what it was. But what I could just do as a hustler and an artist is just keep setting myself up. So when that moment did happen, I was ready.
Yes, you were.
So when Bing Bong happened, before it went viral, I already knew we had something because everybody was saying it in my neighborhood, in Coney Island and stuff. So I was like, I'm going to name a song Bing Bong. And the album came out in like August of 2021. It didn't really go viral. The whole viral thing didn't happen till like November.
Right.
So it was perfect timing.
Yes.
Like, so I just like set myself up for the win, like boom. And I own Bing Bong. I own Don't Ever Disrespect
Wait a
Me.
minute.
I trademark
you
that.
trademark that? You hear that,
Absolutely.
Mike Muse? Somebody put the camera on Mike Muse. This is where
Absolutely.
Mike Muse got a whole organization called Law Champs. And on this show for years, we've been teaching and telling folks before it became a hook for the internet.
Yeah.
We've been telling people, because Heather and I both, came in the game as artists and own our publishing and the whole nine, how important and trademarking and all of these things are. Mike Muse, you want to talk to that, man?
Yeah,
I know you were enjoying the conversation.
Oh, yeah. It was so funny. I had been looking at Scram's T-shirt the whole time. Bing Bong was not connecting the dots that there was Nems Bing Bong.
Absolutely.
That was happening. But no, I think it's really important that for everyone out there, I always talk about the importance of intellectual property as social justice. And too often things in our culture, we say these things and we don't recognize it as a monetary value because we don't even value what we say as a culture and our isms. And so, ladies and gentlemen, if you have a saying, if you have a quote, a lot of us are very popular on TikTok, on Instagram and Twitter. If you have a saying, it's very popular and people are catching on to it, I encourage you to try your best to get it trademarked and patent. Even if you can't do it, attempt to do it and make the effort because once people start saying it, you'll be able to charge them for those that are saying it. And so it's important that we start valuing our isms in order to move forward with that. So cheers to you, Nems, for doing that.
Thank you. I did an interview with Monster Energy for the 50 Years of Hip Hop. It was me, it was Nori, Grandmaster Kaz.
Oh.
So they were saying, they asked Kaz, like, yo, did you notice hip hop was gonna be this? He was like, no. He said, if I did, I would own the word hip hop. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like we have past generations that kind of dropped the ball, not because they couldn't, just because the knowledge wasn't there.
Right. Yeah.
So you got to learn from that. You know what I'm saying?
You know
I
what
know
else?
the Knicks was gonna run with it. I said, yo, before the Knicks get that, I made this
You made
shit.
that shit.
Yeah.
There you go. Come on, Nems. And the other thing is, it's not even so much that we dropped the ball; they were hiding the ball.
No, absolutely,
Right?
100%.
Yeah, the
100%.
industry was hiding the ball. So you're hearing all of this information decades later, after the first rap album was ever put out, and we're starting to find information. But that's what growth and that's what evolution and that's what progress is all about. Yeah. You represent progress, Nems. Damn, look at Scram, too. Scram ain't said shit the whole interview, man.
Y'all gave me my light.
You just enjoy it, man.
So this is what I want to do, man. I want to open up the phone lines, man. Nems is here, Coney Island Stand Up. If you don't know what it is, if you're living around the country, we get people call in from all over the world. Get to know this MC. This is a ferocious MC. He's beyond hyena status. He's already
Gorilla.
He's gorilla. He's gorilla status. Silverback to be exact. And I'm gonna play this song called "Keep On." And this was a song that I reached out to Scram Jones. I think it was just last night.
Yeah.
And we kind of had back and forth about this song. I love this song for Nems. I love it, how it sounds sonically. I love the way y'all mixed this project. It's a lot of stimulation in these songs and in these interludes that they put together. Pay attention to this song. You'll get to know Nems in case you didn't. 888-742-3345. 45 will have to be in Tracy G. Woo! Keep On, it's featuring Tish Hyman. She's been on this show for
Shout
years.
out to Tish. She's dope.
Yeah.
Super dope.
The soul that's coming out, that song right there.
That's dope.
Love it.
That's your, what they call it, Magnus?
Magnum opus.
Yes.
Yes.
This song really touched me, impacted me for a number of reasons. First of all, I felt like I got to know you more than I've known you over the years. I told you did that song Grateful that I played earlier, that I felt like I got to know you, but now I got to know you now. And one of the things I thought was really powerful in your vulnerability is when you talking to God and you, what do you say? I used to hate you.
God, I grew up hating you, but now I understand, and our bond is unbreakable. We ride.
We ride.
Yeah.
Talk about that relationship. You grew up hating God, or at least believe.
Absolutely. My father passed away when I was 4.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And at that time, he had HIV, and that was looked upon like. My father wasn't gay. He was a drug addict, but he was an intravenous drug user, a heroin addict. And, back then it was looked on like a death sentence, or people were scared to touch you. And a lot of, when it first was out, and, blessed me and my mother didn't contract it. But we, I always wondered, I grew up fatherless. My mother tried to, was raising me, but my mother was an addict too. She was clean until I was like 16, then she relapsed. And then it was just like, so for a while it was like, yo, why is all of this happening to me? And I didn't understand it. But it's like hindsight is 2020.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You look back and you're like, yo, these moments needed to happen to make me the person I am today. And I'm blessed and I'm happy to be the person I am today. My mother now is like the ultimate church lady. I feel like that's a big reason why I'm blessed, because her prayers every day, she prays for me every day. And she got a whole squad of prayer warriors that pray for me as well. So I feel like I walk with like a bubble of protection over me at all times. And there's, you know, and you know, you look back at life and, you know, some things got to happen so you can get through the other side and be like, yo, I made it, and it's okay to go through that and speak to people that have also been through that.
At what project did you went from hating God to embracing God?
Nah, it's a process. I can't name just like one one album, but it's a gradual process as you grow as a man, as you mature, and it happens.
I love that, man. Nems is here, man. Tracy, go ahead.
Yeah. Also, from this song, you speak about embracing rest. And we was joking off the mic, and I was like, yo, I never heard a dude that would prioritize his power nap over some sex.
Yeah. Yo, listen.
That was a bar.
Sometimes you gotta sleep, man. You gotta sleep.
Word.
When I wrote that verse, I was working sanitation. I worked for the Department of Sanitation for like 8 years. So I was throwing out garbage, waking up at 4 a.m, you know, walk throughout the whole city, throwing out garbage. When I get home, I'm not trying to do nothing but go to sleep for a little bit, or else I can't function. So that's where that bar came out of.
He wasn't even trying to have sex.
Nah, I'd rather sleep sometimes.
You worked for the sanitation for 8. You was the guy who early in the morning.
Absolutely.
That's you on the sidewalk throwing it in the garbage truck.
Throwing out the garbage. Hell yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I love this story. It's
Real New
better.
York City. Real New York City.
While rapping, while building your rap career.
Yeah, I just I retired after 8 years when the Bing Bong stuff happened. I was like, yo, too many people noticing me out here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm out of here.
Yo, Nems in the back throwing out my garbage.
Yeah.
You gotta keep it clean, baby. Don't plug.
But that also humbles you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, yeah, I got a day job. So what? And I make more than a lot of rappers. You know what I'm saying?
This is real.
I got pensions. I got benefits. I got life insurance. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it all makes you.
Come on, Nems. Talk that shit, baby.
You put who you are up front. Nobody can use that against you, man.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying?
Fuck your life.
Ain't nothing.
Shit.
Ain't nothing shameful about being a productive member of society.
Amen.
Nothing. You know what I'm saying? I went from the bottom. I was homeless, addicted to drugs myself for almost a decade at the bottom. All that time I was doing the Fight Club, I was on the run for a robbery charge. I was on all types of drugs and homeless and in and out of jail. And, you know, I went from that side of life to living how I am now. I bought myself a house. I got my mom's a house. And this is before the deal with you know, Goliath, Rosenbergs and all that. I've been did that. So I'm grateful to live both sides of life, man. And
I love it. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Nems, man. Nems is up here, Mike Muse.
Wow.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, Nems, before you mentioned that you were actually on drugs, what was your coping mechanism? Because I was curious, your vulnerability you shared about your father passing away and HIV and the AIDS and the stigma associated with that, and then your mother relapsing at 16.
Yeah.
So I was wondering if the comedy or the writing was your coping mechanism, but it's interesting that you were also too addicted to drugs and not a seller of drugs, like most people are in the industry.
Was in the
so
beginning.
I'm curious, that coping mechanism.
I was in the beginning, probably like the early age, because when my mother relapsed when I was 16, she got back clean when I was like 18, and she's been clean ever since. But right when she got clean, I started getting high, and just like I was always smoking weed and taking pills, but then it just, you know, I messed up.
Was it coping mechanism?
It had to be. But now I look back and I look now that I've been clean now for like 13 years, but like
Tremendous.
Yeah. But when I look back, 100% it had to do with the pain of, you know, anger and childhood and seeing parents, you know, like your whole world just collapses, you know, the whole stability that my mother provided until the age of 16 just went out the window when she relapsed, and we was back. She lost the house we was living in Staten Island. I went right back to Coney Island, right back into the projects. I was like, yo, we back at square one, man. Like, and now at this time I'm a grown man, and then to see your mother running the streets, you know, it's hurtful. But as a man, you put that on, you hide that. And of course, when I look back, I'm like, yo, that definitely had to fuck me up in ways I didn't even realize at that time. And that was definitely my coping mechanism, getting high. And, everything happens for a reason.
That's the message in there. So I'm not gonna get off of it, but I think that's very interesting. You say, as a man, I had to take it and deal with it, but instead of actually truly dealing with it and being emotionally vulnerable, you turn to drugs 100%. And addiction, and that's the toxic masculinity often associated with these conversations.
Yes.
Is that I don't cry, I can't show emotions, but instead you turn to alcoholism, you turn to drugs.
Yep.
I'm really thankful that you just share that in this moment, and I hope that others are listening. It can heal them that you don't have to take on this armor or whatever society defines as a man, but you can be emotionally vulnerable, so you're not stuck on drugs and alcoholism.
Yeah, absolutely right.
Nems is here. We're talking about the new album, Rise of the Silverback. We got Jesse on the line from Buffalo. Jesse, what up? You there?
Hey, Jesse.
What up, y'all? How y'all doing?
Your
Feeling
phone
great.
low.
Yeah, come on, man. They got better connection in Buffalo than that. They need a butcher call with a clear line all the time.
Come on, hang on. There we go. How about now?
There you go.
How about now?
Be Griselda.
Right.
Be your best self. All right, go ahead.
Oh, man, you already know. No, man, for real, I'm glad I got in on this interview. As soon as I heard y'all, on the radio, I knew who he was talking about. And I ain't even a social media dude. And I always see FYL. I watched this dude come up forever, man. Like, his story is so inspirational. And y'all really killed the interview. Y'all killed the interview, man.
Oh, thank you,
You
man.
did beautiful. I'm proud to be. I'm glad to be part of this, man.
Absolutely. Man.
For real, like, you touch on points. And, I ain't the type of dude to be, this dude looked up to, but for real, man, this dude is so hard working, man. For real. Like,
Damn.
the FYL brand, too, and the music, like, and to come
Wait a
up
minute.
out of that,
Hold up. Jesse, do you work for FYL? Are you an employee of FYL? Nims, you got your employees calling
That's
on
right.
No, man, no.
Nah,
man,
salute, Jess.
Yo, on some real thing. Right now I'm about to buy some sneakers to flip on this very moment. Dude's standing here looking at me like, yo, what's up, man?
It's a lot happening.
Jesse, thanks for your call, man.
Thank
Nims,
you,
you want to
Jesse.
say?
All right, Jesse.
Hey, Jesse, you listen to the album Rise of the Silverback with Scram Jones?
Man, I'm trying to. I watched the video, that drip joint. I'm sitting here trying to wonder how I can get that FYL, that bucket, man.
That's
I'm trying to figure out how to get that
go to
bucket.
fyl.nyc.
There you go. They didn't have it.
Oh yeah,
I just messaged you.
Sold out. Go back
Sold
after
out.
this. Yeah,
Yeah,
go
we'll
back.
put it
out
up
yet,
after this
man.
interview.
You getting
He went
disgruntled,
out yet,
Jesse.
man.
You a citizen, man.
No,
Nah,
bro.
he not.
I
He
love
not.
y'all.
He not
I love
listening?
y'all. I love y'all, man. I love y'all.
It's
I
just
listen
too
to y'all
much,
every
Scram.
day.
He doing a
Man,
lot.
Yeah, Nim's trying to be on his best behavior because he's trying to prove to Heather he's not a bully. Well, hey,
Yo, that's funny.
We gonna play Don't Ever Disrespect Me featuring Ghostface, and man, Nims, it'd be an honor to have you, really spit some bars on this show, brother.
So I'm here. I've been trying to do that for years. Let's go.
I'm not sure if that comment was necessary. All right, we got Nims is coming back up. Sway in the morning, Shade 4-5. Let's go. Nims is here. That song is called Don't Ever Disrespect Me. You seen that whole movement on social media? We got him here. Sharika, you on the line?
Sharika.
Hey, it's Sharika.
Sharika from Oklahoma. Go ahead. Say what up to Nims.
Hey, Nems, what's up, everybody there?
What's
Listen,
up?
I'm a travel nurse. I work Friday, Saturday, and Sunday night. Monday motivations gets me home safely every Monday.
There you go. We love
Wow.
it. Thank you for tuning in. You're a super citizen.
Sway in the morning.
That's right.
You hear this kid Nim's story?
So listening to him talk about like his struggle with substance abuse, I'm a travel nurse. I've been nursing for 10 years, and COVID just really did something to me that I didn't even realize. Like it just really did. And so, like I work Friday, Saturday, and Sunday nights. And so Monday morning, I would get off of work and be like, yo, let's go have a drink. And that turned into me drinking way too much.
I see what you mean. And it became a habit.
Way too much.
Yeah.
And I am in the process, like today's Monday, so same issues. But I am in the process of trying to do better for my kids. I'm a single mama, too. I got a 16-year-old son that's 6'4". I got a 13-year-old daughter that is almost my height, 5'6".
Uh-huh.
And I'm just trying, we just bought a house here a year ago, so I'm just trying to do my best to do better.
It. There you go. And so you heard Nim's story, and how was you able to relate to it?
Because, it's like things happen in life. this is like my favorite saying. It's like I tell people, I say, everybody is one traumatic event away from having a breakdown.
That's true.
Wow.
That's a fact.
That's true.
Wow.
That is.
Okay.
That is a fact. It's like, you know, people, you know, we look at people and, you know, people can go through something and you be like, I just don't understand. It's like, no, everybody is one traumatic event. And no matter what it is or how it affects that person, you can have a breakdown. So, like, it pisses me off when people be like, oh, you shouldn't feel like this because this person has it worse.
I get it. I want to thank you for your conversation.
Yeah.
All right.
Absolutely.
I appreciate it. See what you sparking up, Nems?
Absolutely.
You know, will you ever go do math? You and Math Hoffa got to sit down on.
Nah, I did it.
Oh, you did it already?
Yeah, I did it. I really told my story in depth.
Oh,
it's been one
okay,
of my best
okay.
interviews. Absolutely.
Okay, so salute to Math Hoffa.
Yep.
That's my brother. I love what he got going on over there. And Math used to come up here. He came up here a couple times, and we talked about him and his story. It was amazing, and y'all got that history together. So I'm glad.
Absolutely.
I'm glad that y'all was able to bring a full circle.
100%.
When I saw you on bars on I-95, salute to those brothers. Those are brothers. I thought you really killed it. But you was also doing a play with Master Ace at the time?
Yeah.
Okay, and what was that like, doing the play with Master Ace?
So Master Ace got a musical, like sort of like Hamilton, but totally different, called The Falling Season. So they cast me in the role of this character, Fats. It was totally new to me. I had to rehearse every day right on Broadway with real actors. Like I got parts before, but it was just like acting as myself, like, or somebody like me. But this was totally different, and I learned the craft. But every morning, driving from home to there, probably, you know, during rush hour, about an hour, and I would just put together bars every, 4 to 8 bars. You know, I'm a big writer in notebooks of, you know, I still old school like that. I write in my notebook.
Man. Write it down.
But the more I get busy and stuff, I do the voice notes now. I think of 4 to 8 bars, put it in my phone on the voice notes, and then the next day. So Master Ace, the rehearsals was like 2 weeks. And that 2 weeks, every day I came up with 4 to 8 bars, and that's the bars on I-95 freestyle.
I love it, man. I can't wait to hear you tell the story of how you came up with the bars to come up on Sway in the Morning with Heather B and Tracy G. Nems, it's been years in the making. I did see you at the Rock Nation party. You did kind of shove me out the way.
Sway's an op. He's spreading lies.
We still
Facts.
And I was like, hey, man, I ain't light in the ass. I could tell you, man, I'm going to push you back, Nems. Shit,
You
big
push
ass
back?
forearms you got. I ain't mad at it.
Did you push back?
I pushed back verbally.
Verbally.
Kinda. That already sound weak.
Hey, man, listen. Let me tell you something, man. This is why I come to work, is for moments like this. This man's story, give him a round of applause. He put in the work, you know, on and off the court. Right. He's here on some higher vibration now. He got a decent. Look at his team, man. Look at his team. Look how they come dressed, man.
He's ready.
Who's the most my man name with the shorts on again?
Oh, that's Vinny.
Vinny, hey, Vinny living a good life. Look at his shorts. Vinny ain't got no stress right now.
Yeah, Vinny.
Yeah, Vinny, show them knees, man.
Look good, Vinny.
All right, listen, we got the legendary one himself, the reputable one. Scram Jones is on the 1 and 2.
Yeah.
We got one of New York's finest MCs of this era in the entire New York. Don't forget Coney Island. That's
Let's go.
New York, too. Okay?
Yup.
You ain't in Coney Island right now, no. You in the Valley of the Hyenas. Scram, pop that beat on him. Nems, report to the mic.
Let's go. Yo, out now, it's the rise of the silverback. Fuck all the gentrification, we want the building back. I won't stop until $1 billion stack. I'll turn your hard top to a convertible, push your ceiling back. Oh no, we ain't feeling that. My dog in the back seat smoking cat piss. We got the hardest album dropping in this rap shit. This ain't that shit. Hit 3 chicks in one night, that's a hat trick. Told that bird I'll give you wings, that's a... You only cute online, shorty, that's a catfish. Fuck your whole motherfucking life, sucker fat. This what happens when the citizens take over the station. I might be laughing, but for real, dog, I'll punch your whole face in. I've been spazzing since the government let me off of probation. Went so viral, we renamed the president of the nation Biden. Oh, you mad cause I'm styling on you. Fuck around, I have the whole Coney Island violin on you. Yeah, I get violent on you. My man told me, homie, you ain't make it till Meg Thee Stallion is Dutchy whining on you. They asked me who's next, I say clearly us. I was at the bottom of life, you couldn't cheer me up. Now I'm all up in the game, it wasn't really luck. Heartbreaking meeting these rappers, they all be weird as fuck. But I'ma get mines, go and get yours. Right hook, give out concussions, and it dead jaws. Back the pool with some wet whores. Sway think you nice, then I'm chopping off your head. Pause. Cause what's a hyena to a gorilla? My girl be twerking out the window like she Glorilla. I'm more charismatic than you, and the flow's iller. And every bar I spit be hitting, there ain't no filler. Fake thugs claiming some shit they never was. I'm outside standing tall on my word, I never budge. I'm the face of New York City, everywhere I go is love. Cause I'm the definition to getting it out the mud. He asked me if I knew his girl, I hit him with a shrug. Showing love to fiends, I might hit him with a dub. Hanging out the passenger side, Shorty called me a scrub. I told her get the fuck out the way while I'm airing out these slugs. I got this whole shit on lockdown. Reppin' Brooklyn like Big with an attitude like Pac style. Add Big L and Big Pun to the compound. I'm airing everything. Heather B couldn't make me put my Glock down. Some shit I did I never tell. When I say it, then I mean it. When I get mad, I never yell. It happened yesterday, then fuck it. On the past, I never dwell. If you roll with me, then you better be wearing FYL. Listen close so you can hear me through the mist. I don't care that you exist. My crew really doing hits. You a fucking bum, you can barely get a bitch. A cop's yearly salary I wear daily on my wrist. Protect the layer of fat over my six-pack. I wanna look back at life like, yeah, we did that. All I spit is big facts, and I'll knock you out in front of your seed. That's a kidnap.
You whack rappers.
That was great.
You motherfucking whack rappers with kids.
With kids.
If you whack with kids, he's gonna knock you out. We gonna call that a kidnap.
Kidnap.
Get the fuck out of here.
Ooh, that was
New York, we got a new king. We got another king on the island. We got another king. Give it up for Nems. Give it up for Nems.
Yeah.
My gosh. I feel like punching motherfuckers. I wanted to punch somebody.
That's the whole album. Punching music.
No kinda this time.
No,
You really
I want to
gonna
punch
do it?
somebody. I should just punch him in his fucking nasal cavity next time I see him. You'll know it when I go viral and I start saying, fuck your life! On my way to the jail. Fuck your life! Fuck out of here. FYL. Yo, that was incredible, brother.
Thank you.
Thank you,
so
man.
good.
It's an
Yo, I
honor
got
and a
so
privilege.
Thank you,
It's an
brother.
honor and a privilege to be able just to come up here and freestyle in front of the legend Sway, Heather B, Tracy, Mike, everybody, man. I really appreciate it, man. Shade 45 been my home since way before I've been popping.
Yeah, yeah, right.
Yeah.
And you family, and you rocking with Goliath now, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So did Paul take care of you? You need me to call him?
Nah, not Paul is the man. He
Okay.
he made sure I'm good.
He good? He did? Can you ask him to make sure we're good?
Absolutely.
Okay. No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm just joking. Congratulations, man.
Thank you.
All
Thank
right,
you
and I
very
know,
much.
and the folks over at Goliath and they're hip hop heads. They wouldn't if they didn't respect. If him didn't respect you lyrically, that if that matters to someone, if him
Big
didn't,
time.
yeah, it matters.
Absolutely.
It should, but you wouldn't be there. And
Absolutely.
so that's a stamp on everything you've accomplished and continue to accomplish. Y'all give it up for Nems. Give it up for his team, Coney Island. Coney Island, stand up.
Yeah,
Stand
man.
up.
Let's go.
Coney
So
Island,
good.
stand up.
Got something special.
Hey, we're going to run Keep On again. Give it up for Scram Jones. I appreciate you, Scram
Yes,
Jones.
sir. Get that album.
All right. Get the album Rise of the Silverback. Yo, Nems, this is fun. We got to do more.
Absolutely, I'm ready.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kalani celebrating his birthday tomorrow,
Happy
Nems.
birthday.
Probably turning 21.
We
so.
up.
20. Don't ever
21.
disrespect me not being able to enjoy a beer today. You gotta wait till midnight to drink.
Hey, man, can you go around the room and do
bully everybody?
Yeah, do something.
Let's start with
No,
Sway.
what happened?
I'm
Start with
exempt.
Sway.
Okay, go start with Tracy and Mike.
Yo, Mike, don't ever disrespect me with that mood changing ring on your finger. You heard? Don't ever disrespect me looking like a highlighter, you heard?
Don't you ever fucking disrespect me coming up in here like you want to fight.
I don't want no smoke.
Kevin smacks back.
I know, I heard that.
Yo, yeah, man. Go ahead. You can shoot
Sway,
me.
don't ever disrespect me sharing hats with your nephew day by day. You wear it one day, he wears it Tuesday. What is going on here?
That's exactly what it is. Yo, man, give it up for Nems, man. Love you, brother, man. Appreciate you, man. This was great, man.